Okay, so this person is joking about wanting a Catherine Bigelow adaptation of Frankenstein, but I need you to know how many people actually legitimately suggested that they want a Catherine Bigelow adaptation of Frankenstein. This conversation started because there's this really weird gender essentialism thing going on in the discussions of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, where everyone is like, oh, I want a woman to adapt Frankenstein for once because it's the only way it's going to be faithful. Friendly reminder that most of the unfaithful changes to Frankenstein that have been solidified in our pop culture have actually been women adaptations. The addition of Igor, the assistant, the creature having an abnormal brain, that being what makes him a monster, Victor Frankenstein being an evil genius. Those all come from the play adaptation of Mary Shelley's work, which was written by a woman, the play version. And those are all the things that everyone says they hate the most. This may shock all of you to hear, but not all women think the same. Mary Shelley was actually a very unique mind for her time. The same way that women directors now are very different people for their time. Because when I ask people what women they would love to see adapt a Frankenstein story that they think would be faithful to either the themes or the novel, the top 3 names I got were people who would not do a good job at directing Frankenstein in a faithful way at all. Greta Gerwig, Emerald Fennell, and Catherine Bigelow. All 3 of these women are fantastic directors. They've been nominated for awards. Catherine Bigelow is still the only woman to have received an Oscar for Best Directing. But that doesn't mean that they would be good Frankenstein adaptations. Dr. Mew has decided to join the conversation, and she left. Greta Gerwig's tone in directing and writing is very snarky, tongue-in-cheek. She would make a lot of adaptational changes to Frankenstein because she sees these kinds of things as like just a structure for which she can play with. It's actually one of her greatest strengths. It's why it makes her good, but it's why it would not make her a good, faithful adaptation for Frankenstein. Emerald Fennell is a very feminist director, but she also would not make a good, faithful adaptation of Frankenstein, considering what she has done with Wuthering Heights, which is also not going to be a faithful adaptation, and we can tell that just by the fact that Heathcliff is supposed to be a person of color in the book, but still. And Catherine Bigelow would absolutely be the worst out of the 3 suggestions that I got. Not because Catherine Bigelow isn't a talented director. She's very talented. She won an Oscar for a reason. But her filmography includes things like Point Break or Zero Dark 30, Hurt Locker. She's a gritty realist director, and Frankenstein is nothing but not gritty realism. But my point is that a lot of the people who are seriously suggesting these women are just suggesting them because they are women and not because they actually know what these women like to do and the work that they create. We need to stop using female creatives as a talking point and actually start engaging in their work, because there are so many more women directors out there than just those 3.